Well, I'm sure he's going to take a swing at as he... Whoa, Corey Turner with problems up into the wall hard. I don't see how you could be oh, big one up in turns 3 and 4. My goodness.
Wow, that's the fuel cell that just separated itself from Paul Klager's 1A.
Bet you that car was 20 feet in the air when the fuel cell separated from it on the ground, and it was as though it was catapulted. That fuel cell probably went 40 feet into the air as we see Paul Klager undoing the safety equipment. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause? He has climbed out of that race car A-OK.
They're working it. Here they come off the corner, off of corner 4. They were 4 wide for the moment. Oh, Jillian Hills almost got sideways, gathers it up.
Mike Giverson dropped like an anchor on that first lap, and we've got one off the banking on the high side, and we've got Jeremy May going around, courtesy of the front bumper of Barry Westman.
The green flag again for the HRW Automotive Mini Stocks. 4 wide. They're almost 5 wide out.
Almost, not quite. Sean Iftati with a heck of a start. 5 wide through turn number 2.
There's the chip being hit as they go down the backstretch. How do they all fit in? Well, they'll do it down into corner number 3 somehow. At the front, Nick Massey getting around the outside of Tristan De Silva for the lead.
Where did both of them come from? I think they both started deep in the field.
Way back.
Silva was back in the 10th spot.
Nick Massey started 20th. He is now your leader on lap 3. Here we go, final couple of laps. Nick Massey looking for the win. Came into the season as one of the absolute favorites. Hasn't been as dominant as we thought he might be, but he's been strong in this one. He works his way past Goodacre and now to the inside of Wall of Famer Mike Giverson.
And he's got even more traffic in front of him. He's got to stay clean. He gets it sideways there to turn number 4. Here comes DeBoer down the front stretch. He is closing in with 1 lap to go.
Here they go in heavy traffic. Tim DeBoer's got a great run off of corner 2, as does Kyle Wirt.
DeBoer will drop to the inside of Giverson, down into 3 and 4. Massey all the way to the inside, pinching off his speed, getting sideways. Here comes DeBoer. It's a drag race. Massey by a car over DeBoer. Wirt finishes 3rd. Jillian Hill's going to come home 4th, and for the 2nd week in a row, Tristan De Silva loses 2 spots on the last lap.
Ladies and gentlemen, you came looking for a show. Well, here you go. Let's end all the anticipation as we bring to you our feature presentation. Slide job off the bat. Jim Hoopinen in front of D-Dubs, but Dylan Westbrook grabs the lead back. Here comes Hoopinen. He'll slide in front off of 4.
Well, I have a feeling we're going to see this a couple of times. We are seeing some great slide jobs this season. Dylan Westbrook clears the field there in 1 and 2. No slide job that time.
That gap is closing between the top 2, and if he had had a better run through 3 and 4, Mac DeMann might be right there.
Look at Westbrook's left rear. It's coming apart. The left rear on Westbrook is falling apart.
Yeah, Westbrook really struggling on the racetrack right now, and who knows if he can tell what's going on. That left rear, there's not much holding the left side of the race car up right now, and Mac DeMann's getting closer, but it'll be 2 laps to go this time at the stripe.
You can see the car vibrating violently as he came down the front stretch. We'll see it again this time. Mac DeMann closing the gap, trying to gain more points and get a win. Trouble up in corner number 2 is slow car Scott Burke.
Scott Burke headed off into the pit. Should be no harm, no foul as we approach the white flag. Here comes Mac DeMann.
Can he hold on? 1 more lap. DeMann is trucking towards the leader. Dylan Westbrook leads the lap. He's got to make it 3 more corners, but here comes DeMann around the outside.
DeMann takes the lead over Dylan Westbrook, but he's got to hold on to it for 1. Oh, yellow flag is out. We've got 1 off the track in 3 and 4.
And I believe, yeah, that's Scott Burke, the car that we thought originally was headed to the pit area. He's decided to stay on the track, and it brings up the caution now with 1 lap left to go. Dylan Westbrook trying to nurse that car back with the left rear coming apart.
If you've ever gotten your wheel balanced and see the tiny little lead weight they put on there, that balances and makes a huge difference in the vibration or non-vibration of your tire at highway speed, you can imagine what a 3-pound clump of mud would do the size of a softball in the right rear.
Westbrook coming to the green flag, hammer down on the front stretch.
Westbrook knows what the problem is. He just has to ride it out for 1 more lap. He skates way up the banking and comes down the backstretch as your leader, and here comes Mikey Krutchka into the mix.
Krutchka works his way up to second spot. Westbrook coming off of turn number 4. He wins the race. Maximan second, Krutchka in third. Chris Steele in fourth. Tyler Hendricks rounds out the top 5.
Kyle McKenzie unfurls the double green flags. We're underway, and Jay Liverance, the Team Green machine, out in front. And comes around off the corner. Couple of car length advantage over Rob Hoskins, and they're 4 wide back in 5th.
Jay Liverance was coming down the racetrack as Donnie Lantwell was going up the racetrack. We almost had an incident right at the front of this field.
Across the line they come to complete lap number 1 of 20 in this Middleport Mechanical Thunderstock feature event. They're 5 wide for you, Adam, off of corner number 2.
5 wide.
Here comes Ryan Denning making the move on Jay Liverance down in corner number 1. He'll work the inside line. He'll slip by the number 40. With Jay Liverance back to second. Ken Sargent holding down third over Hoskins and Winger. That was some... Well, now Jay Liverance goes around. He had led at one point in this race.
The yellow flag flies. That's a big break for Dave Bailey in that 49.
At the front, the Club 54 Racing team cars going at it. Oh, a little contact maybe going into one there between Dinning and Ken Sargent. Sargent in the 25, Dinning in the 8.
These are full fendered stock cars. I would hope there's a bit of contact going into turn 1. Halfway, 10 laps down, 10 laps to go in this Thunderstock feature event.
Dinning just not able to keep the back end of the car planted like he wants off the corner by the looks of it, as Ken Sargent now has taken the lead, pulled out in front of the 8 of Ryan Denning.
Green flag is out. 2 more laps to go in this Thunderstock feature event. Ryan Beagle with a good start on the inside. Christopher Hale going to head to the high side. Kenny Sargent maintains his lead.
Yeah, Ryan Beagle's been lurking all night, just right there where he needed to be, and now it's money time, and here he comes. Terry Martin has problems down the front stretch, but we are coming to the white flag, and Beagle is right there.
Ryan Beagle there to make his move. That sort of hurts Christopher Hale because he was running that line before. He's going to be halfway up the racetrack, sliding up the track. They've got one more shot.
Ken Sargent out in front. Can he hold them off? He's got a nice line through 3 and 4. Looks like he's going to be able to do it. Ken Sargent will pick up the win at the line. Christopher Hale second over Ryan Beagle.
Green flag flies. They race down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Sean Evans down on the inside. Aaron Turkey heading to the high side of the speedway. Evans gets a great run off of turn number 2. He'll lead the way all by himself into 3.
Off the 4th corner comes Sean Evans. He'll lead the lap over Aaron Turkey. The Hurricane Hannah Farrell right there trying to hold off Lucas Smith, who works the inside line.
We are back under green.
Cat and mouse. Sean Evans pulls away.
Oh,
and Aaron
Turkey goes on
over.
his side.
And who's up there on the high side, up towards the wall?
That was so unusual. He turned around Aaron Turkey down in 1 and 2. I'm not sure how much help he had.
Here he comes down the backstretch. Big head of steam as Lucas Smith into 3.
Drives it to the outside. Sean Evans down low. He may not still know that he's there. Evans going to come up to the wall. Lucas Smith will have a decision to make. No, he's going to keep on running that high groove. Sean Evans mired behind Bailey Hurd in that 70 machine. It's going to get close.
Evans stays tucked down to the bottom, but he's got some cars down there that are going to be in his way. Matt Hill, Rob Neely, Bailey Hurd on his outside. Here comes Smith. He's going to go high in corner number 1, looking for the lead.
Smith way up to the outside. Sean Evans just caught a big break. He got a nice run on the bottom. He cleared Bailey Hurd. I thought he was going to clear Rob Neely, but he is checked up on the inside of the racetrack, and he's in trouble. Lucas Smith to the lead. White flag in the air.
Guess who's trending right now upwards? It's the 52 of Jesse Costa. He's worked his way to second, closing in on the leader, but time is running out. 1 lap left to go for Lucas Smith.
Lucas Smith down the back straightaway, clear racetrack in front of him. He won't have to battle with those lap cars. Through turn number 4, Lucas Smith, the rookie who could, takes the win in the great sprints. Jesse Costa second, Sean Evans third.